introduction. Today we are in the Department of Philosophy and we have here with us Dr. Shivani Sharma. She is the chairperson and a professor in this department. We are going to interview her on a topic that is related to an attribute which every one of us will want to have in ourselves, that is patience. So welcome to our show, ma'am. Our focus is philosophy of patience. So we would like to know from you that how do you define patience?
See, first of all, I would say that there could be many aspects to the concept of patience in general. There could be a philosophical aspect, and above all, there cannot be any rules for having patience, because it is not a concept of science. It is more of a concept of, let's say, a common inbuilt nature that reflects our tendencies and attitudes. Still, in order to define it, I would refer to Aristotle's concept of virtues, because patience sounds more of a virtue. It sounds more of a value, because all the time we keep telling our students, even at our workplace, and even our elders keep telling us, have patience, be patient. When we claim this, that be patient, actually we are prescribing some kind of a value, some kind of a virtuousness to this concept of being patient. So I would just go to the historical account of virtue. It says that virtue is a mean between two vices. That is, there are two extremes of our attitudes. I can be coward, I can be foolhardy, I can be spendthrift, and I can be, very miser. But Aristotle suggests, philosophically speaking, because he has done a bit of his job on this in propounding what virtues are. So he would say that virtues is the mean, it is the middle path. The Buddha would also say, Lord Buddha would also say that follow the middle path. So patience is practically nothing. It is just treading the path which falls between two extremes. One could be wise and one could be, extremely wise. So it is more of treading a path which indicates a balance, which indicates a harmonious path. So I would say virtue of patience, it is not only patience. All virtues fall in that category. All virtues, all values that we tend to value, that we tend to uphold in our lives, in our personal, in our social lives, they indicate some kind of a balance, and patience is no apart from it. It is in fact a value. It is a virtue to be followed. It is a virtue to be inculcated, certainly.
So ma'am, what do you think is the significance of patience in our present time?
Of course, we need full patience, because the life and the pace of life is going really fast. It is unmanageable, and we go bonkers if we do not have internet, if we do not have mobiles, if we do not have our personal laptops, and so on. So these are just indicators where are we heading to. These are just indicators that how impatient, there's an upcoming joke that comes across, and that's again through SMS, that a youngster can sleep without a partner, but not without a mobile. So just see the scenario that it is not about only patience. Patience has been a value earlier, and it will remain forever, I think. So it is on us, it is on the individual. How do we actually perceive patience? Is it about my individual aspiration that I need to be patient, or it is a social value? So of course patience is needed. There is no, I do not think that patience is not needed in the present or current times. It will be always needed, because in order to grow, be it man or woman or a child, growing never stops, and one shouldn't, of course. So for that, you really need patience.
As you said, patience is really needed. So ma'am, can patience be really acquired? Or if yes, then what are the means through which patience can be acquired?
Patience, see, we teach Buddhism, we teach Indian philosophy also. So Buddhism is, of course, many of the philosophies, they start with ethical discipline. And the first principle of ethical discipline or ethical following in life demands to just, withdraw yourself from the facilities that you are being provided with. So now it is up to us that how we rate what we have and what we are ready to lose. So certainly I would say that life is, of course, it is about losing. It is not about gaining. Although now we have made our own choices to have more, Gandhi would suggest that politics without religion is a failure. Money without, let's say, in his word, it's probably economy without, what he would say, economy without, effort is useless. So what is needed is actually, the need of our, I would say, is again, it is not only in grabbing, it is not only about accumulation of wealth or other things. It is also about losing. It is also about giving away things, because it is not easy. It's always easy to say, it is always easy to refer Gandhi. Why? Because he is a man. He's one whom we can literally point out, and we can show an example that yes, here's a man who had everything, who could have anything, because he Rashtrapita. So it's not a small thing. He could have many things, but he experimented with truths, and that led him to finally conclude that yes, it is all about giving away and not having things. So needs and wants, this debate will go on forever. So certainly it is valuable.
Okay. Is patience an attribute that is found in underprivileged ones, or more than the privileged society?
Alright, the underprivileged, I would not say. In fact, I would like to go back to your question, whether it is achieved or it is acquired or it's inborn. I'll relate the two questions. Of course, it is to be cultivated. You need to cultivate. It's not always, everything is given and everything is yet not given, because we keep growing, we keep, discovering ourselves. So that discovery, of course, leads us to cultivate many things, and patience certainly can be cultivated. Now, this, your other aspect of the question, whether it is found in underprivileged. Underprivileged, I would not say that they are being provided with this. They have to, This is their situation, which is, they are given with. We really cannot challenge the conditions they are born with. So patience is not the thing that although it's easy said than done, I would say. But patience is not necessarily, a virtue for underprivileged class. It's their, I would say, it's not destiny, but it's the given circumstances that nobody else is, cannot be considered as responsible for them. One can see the other perspective to it, that yes, they can be helped from outside to them, but the given situation is their given situation. The given situation of A, B, C, D is irrespective of, we are just thrown into this world. Philosophically speaking, we would say that we are thrown into this world. Now, if you want that, Indian perspective would say you are thrown into this world because of your previous karmas. But if you look at from the Western perspective or existential perspective, they would say it is your choice that what you become, it's your choice. You decide for yourself. So patience is equally available with the underprivileged and the privileged.
Okay. So as you said that patience is, the poor people, they do not have choice, they are born with something. Is tolerance and patience same side of a 2 coin?
Tolerance, I would say tolerance is more, socialistic perspective. It will have a very, patience could be, one in one, and tolerance could be one on one. I'm tolerant to you, but I need not be patient towards you. Patience gives me more space, patience gives me more, it allows me to grow more when I'm being patient towards other. I'm considering him, I'm giving the other person much more respect than is deserved. Whereas tolerance is, more like, superficial. It can allow you to be, I can be tolerant to somebody and pretty well understanding my motive, my interest. I can safeguard my interest. I can have my, agenda, hidden agendas. But being patient, I would say it is more personal. It is more, it gives you more space. It allows you to be more individual. Whereas tolerance is like, a polished and a refined and a politicized aspect of patience. So tolerance, of course, it has a different tone. Tolerance, of course, is a virtue, of course. See, all good concepts are virtues. You cannot deny it, even if they have political tinge, but still they are virtues. But patience and tolerance, I would not keep them in the same basket. Yeah.
Ma'am, there are certain examinations which require a lot of patience on part of students, like UPSC Civil Services examinations, MBA entrances. So, ma'am, what is the message that you want to give to such aspirants of examinations?
All right. You are bringing back me to the world. Patience, I would say, of course, patience pays. This is what we have been hearing when we were at your stage. That patience pays, okay, fine. But it is more of, I would say, consistency and hard work that is needed, because nowadays the examination that we gave for our UGC tests were totally different, and now the competition and the kind of exposure students are having is certainly there is a difference. So patience, of course, is needed, but more than that, I would suggest that it will be really helpful if there is a consistency in hard work. It is not consistency and hard work, consistency in hard work. That can, I would say, that in itself becomes patience. So that probably might help the younger lot and the younger generation to reach somewhere in their lives.
Thank you, ma'am.
No,